Hey guys, it's JQ Crafty. Welcome to day 21 of 30 Days of Sketches with Cristy from Cristy's Beautiful Life 8 and Scraptember 2021, a fantastic collab all month long with sketches and prompts. Today's prompt is using scraps. It's a beautiful sketch by Susanna Lee, one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. I'm sure you all are also subscribed to her. I'm going to do these 4 photos of my son at our fall photo shoot last year. I will crop them down, and I was trying to decide what collection I wanted to use because the whole point is using scraps. So I would have to find a collection that I have a lot of scraps with, which, I mean, I technically have scraps with everything, but I don't know if I have enough of that specifically for this. So let's see. So I'm going to dig through my collections and see what I got. I think what I was thinking is maybe my Pink Fresh Studio something Splendor, right? Fall Splendor, maybe? A fall collection. Otherwise, we'll see what I can come up with. Or we might just raid the scrap stash. That actually might work as well. We'll see what I can do. I haven't decided quite yet, but maybe I'll just find a bunch of scraps and we will make a page with those scraps. So let's get started. And scrap bin is what it is. I remembered after I recorded that intro that I had some leftovers from a few fall collections that I kind of tried to kill earlier this year, I think, and maybe a little bit last year. So I grabbed out this deeper red. This is actually from Little Yellow Bicycle paper. And the B side is a bunch of borders. So I really like the deep red though. It brings in the red color of the leaves. And then, so right now I'm going to trim down my photos. And you're going to see me trim them down a couple times because I wanted to get it right. And why would I measure, right? Why measure anything when you could just sit there and eyeball it and then have it all crooked? It's amazing. Math. So I'm trimming down my photos. So I know this red piece is 12 inches long. And so I like how in the sketch, the photos are a little bit, they're not 12. They don't span the full 12. They're a little bit shorter. So I'm trying to make that happen. And I finally get them to a width that I like. I could not tell you what it was. It's gotta be just under 3 inches though, because that would make sense. I want to say it's like 3 and it's not 3/4. It might be 3/4. And they are 4, or 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, I think is what they end up being, roughly. It might be in between 2 3/4 and 3 inches in between there too. I can't remember for sure. But now I'm like, all right, I got these where I want them. And yes. And then I decide I need something on the bottom. And so, did I already cut the scallop out? Nope, I'm about to do that. But I'm rummaging through some of the other leftovers I have from some of these fall collections. Some very fall looking papers. So on the back side, yep, one of the borders was the scallop of that red pattern. So I'm going to fussy cut that out really quick. And that's going to go on the bottom of my page. And I'm still trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to do for a background. I don't do any mixed media. I keep it pretty simple. I kind of went, did something in a way kind of risky. I wasn't sure how well it would look, but it used up a piece of paper that I wanted to use up. And I think I like it. You guys, I want your honest opinion about how you feel about it, the background paper I pick here in a minute. But so I have this craft cardstock that I accidentally trimmed 10 by 10, I think it is, or might be even 10 by like 11. It was a weird, because I realized I was trimming it with another one. And then I had this random Simple Stories paper that I really was struggling to use not too long ago when I was kind of playing with some of those loose, I just have some random loose papers that I don't have organized or anything. And so I was struggling to use that paper specifically. And on one side, because on one side it's like geometric, like the page is divided up and it's got a metallic on it. The other side is this black on taupe on black floral right there. And there's some black in some of the fall papers scraps that I grabbed. And so I decided, and he has some black in his shirt, I decided to put my craft cardstock on that and then put the red down on top of that. So then basically you just get kind of a black border on the sides. Now, I like the way it turned out, and this is probably the most random papers I've ever, I mean, technically they're all fall papers, quote unquote fall papers, but they all kind of have oranges and stuff in them, but it ends up being one of the most random, like, combination layouts I think I've ever made. Maybe I've made another one. I've been just trying to get rid of some scraps and some stash this month, I've noticed, and some of the layouts are turning out kind of cool. Some of them are wigging me out a little bit, like this one. I like it. I like the way it looks, but I really want to know everybody else's opinion, just because I'm curious, because it's definitely like very interesting, almost very specific like look. But anyway, so I mat all that down. I'm going to start gluing my photos down. I'm not going to mat them. I'm just going to glue down the tops. And note, they are all not the same height, even though I swear I paid attention when I was trimming them. But it ends up not mattering. I end up kind of covering up the bottom seam of all of them with a sticker, so you can't tell. But I'm going to cut a bunch of these scraps. I kind of cut them into the widths I wanted them just by eyeballing it. And I'm going to cut them all into banners and start layering them up under the photos. Just like in the sketch, this awesome Susanna Lee sketch. And like I said, the most random combination of papers. Yeah, but I think it works. I think it works. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab the stickers. I have a couple like sticker sets, chipboard sets from some Echo Park collections, some Simple Stories collections. Just some fall things. And so I'll grab things that kind of catch my eye and try to use some of them up after I get all my banners layered in there, which takes a bit, but then I figured it out. And then I finish off by gluing down the bottoms of my photos. And then, yeah, I have this leftover border sticker that is Picket Fence from... I don't remember which sticker sheet this is. It's an old one. And I almost have used up everything on that sticker sheet. But I'm going to use up the fence, and then I'm going to use the little house. And some of the apples. Oh, this is Harvest Lane from Simple Stories is what this one's from. I only have a couple trees, a pie, a squirrel, and a mason jar left. There's not a lot left. A lot of critters left on some of those fall sticker sheets. But yeah, looking through all the ones I have, a little apple up there. I've got the pear down there. Got a little word sticker. And then I dig out another one and I grab the word fall. And then I layer it with the house that has the heart cut out of it and the word magic on these white thickers. And yeah, just labeling it fall magic. No journalings needed really. These are just cute photos. We did a few photo shoot in the fall last year. So here's a few close-ups. Thank you so much for tuning in and subscribing. And if you have, I really appreciate all of you. If you have not subscribed, easy, free. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Check out everybody else who's playing along down below. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.